Back in May, young Chop's cellmate was trying to take a nap after a long day of doing nothing, and when he opened his eyes, he saw a 900-pound young Chop hovering over him, rapping Lord J.
What you doing this for? Like, what is for? Like, for real? Like,
What for?
what you acting crazy for, gang? For real? You good, bro?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Nah, for real. Let them motherfucker know you need something or anything, gang. For real, bro.
Young Chop was losing his marbles before he went to jail. He was beefing with dudes in grocery stores. He got boomed at in 21 Savage Hood. He was on the porch shooting at door dashes. Chop was on that Smokey in the chicken coop. But young Chop was arrested in 2020 for violating probation, which brings us back to the 21 Savage situation. So young Chop was on live with Gilly the Kid, and Gilly the Kid was asking him who was the scariest tough guy.
The scariest tough guy?
Yeah, nigga who be betraying like he a real street nigga, but he's scary as
21 Savage. In my book.
He would also call out Meek Mill and Migos and claim Lil Baby beat the Green Eggs and Ham out of Offset.
Hey, Lil Baby, he living like that, yeah.
He would also claim producers Metro Boomin and Southside booties are bleeding. That live would be the start of Chop's beef with the industry. Some artists told Chop to seek help, and others got on live with him wanting war.
You talking about ass nigga? Get yourself together, nigga. Your life ain't shit, nigga. Your life ain't
so this how gangster you want to say something about a nigga mama.
Man, your dead mama, nigga. Your dead grandma.
But Chop would continue to poke at 21 and even drop the diss record. Things would take a turn for the worse when Chop rode around Atlanta looking for Knife Head. Chop was on live riding around in a Uber, getting extra tough with civilians.
Candy camera, nigga. Hey, big dog, check it out. What you running for? I ain't gonna shoot you, big dog.
He would eventually run across some real deal street niggas. Words was exchanged and Chop would flash a pistol out the window of the Uber. And I don't think they liked that too much cause they started shooting at him. Now Chop is a gigantic ass target and fat niggas aren't known to be agile. But fortunately for him, hood niggas don't got aim. Chop escaped without a scratch. The Uber driver would eventually kick Chop out his vehicle, and the next day, Chop was arrested for reckless conduct.
Bro, what the f is you doing? Go home. Nigga, I ain't doing nothing to your scary man. Y'all need to hire y'all some more shooters around this. When I tell you niggas ain't do bro, nothing. Uber drivers making calls, pressing buttons on their little app.
The Uber driver snitched. A few weeks later, he would be arrested again for probation violation. The reason he was on probation should have been a sign that he was cuckoo for whoops puffs because he was accused of starving his dog until it went to heaven. That nigga was smoking Reggie and eating all the dog's food. Chicago niggas built different. Chop would be later arrested again for failure to appear and jumping bail. And he's been sitting in jail for the past 2 years. One would think that since he's been in jail for so long that the Reggie's out of his system and he back to acting normal. But recently, a video leaked of him in jail and he got in a squabble with his cellmate. They had got into it and when his cellie tried to walk away, Chop like slap punched him in the back of the neck. And I ain't gonna lie, after that, he started beating Chop upside his taco. He turned Chop into crushed nachos. He beat like 28 dreads out that nigga. But phase in jail is normal. You gotta expect at least one if you ever get locked up. But that's not his only altercation with a cellmate. Back in May, young Chop's cellmate was trying to take a nap after a long day of doing nothing. And when he opened his eyes, he saw a 900-pound young Chop hovering over him, rapping Lord J. And Chop had his balls hanging out. His baby shrimp shaboink boink was dangling over his cellmate's forehead. Now, personally, me, I would have gave his wee-wee a 8-piece combo. I would have been hitting him in his Krabby Patty harder than Javante Davis. Cause y'all know Big Sonata don't play. Drop a comment saying I don't play. But his cellmate ain't a real nigga like me, so he went and told. He told officers Chop was a Ding-A-Ling bandit and that he threatened him and he didn't feel safe in a room with Chop. Young Chop had to pack his things and he was moved to another part of the prison.
Man, stop playing, bro. Oh, like, for real, suck, gang. What's wrong with you?
Can you cash out me $20?
You wanna play your fat bitch ass on King Day? Motherfucker gonna beat your fat ass. You keep playing. Motherfucker gonna beat your fat ass, bro. For
Who gonna
real.
beat me?
Everybody gonna get to beat your ass.